Just saying the name conjures up something ancient and exotic. Echoes of camel caravans, glittering blue domes, bustling bazaars perfumed with spices. This is the beating heart of the old Silk Road, where merchants, mystics, and conquerors once wove together the destinies of entire civilizations. Yet beyond the fairy tale architecture and tangled history, traveling here is about something more intimate. The kindness of strangers, the taste of plov cooked over open fires, the hush of starlight over timeless deserts. We're taking you on a journey to discover what it's really like to travel in Uzbekistan, the jewel of the Silk Road. 7. Stepping into living history. At number 7 is perhaps the biggest surprise of Uzbekistan. You don't just see history here, you walk right through it. In Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva, the past isn't cordoned off by ropes or trapped behind glass. It surrounds you. You stroll through archways that have stood for 600 years, past turquoise mosaics that glitter under the same sun that once guided traders from China to Rome. In Bukhara, the old city feels like a living museum. Carpets spill out onto narrow lanes. Ancient madrasahs still echo with the chants of Quranic students. Sit on a low bench under a mulberry tree, sip green tea sweetened with sugar lumps, and watch old men play dominoes. It's a scene that hasn't changed much in centuries. Traveling here feels like time is slowed, inviting you to savor each story-laced brick. 6. The warmth of Uzbek hospitality. At number 6 is something no guidebook truly captures: the heartwarming hospitality of the Uzbek people. Uzbekistan might just be one of the friendliest countries you'll ever visit. Locals wave you over for tea, offer you bread still warm from clay ovens, or insist you join their family lunch, all with a sincerity that leaves you touched and a little humbled. Stay in a family-run guest house in Khiva or a simple homestay in the Narada Mountains, and you'll find yourself gathered around low tables, heaped with plov, salads, and homemade pickles. You'll toast with little glasses of vodka or fermented mare's milk and swap stories, laughing together even if you only share a handful of common words. In Uzbekistan, strangers become friends at breathtaking speed. A rare, beautiful gift in today's fast, guarded world. 5. Samarkand, the crown jewel of the Silk Road. Number 5 takes us to Samarkand, the legendary oasis city that has dazzled travelers for over 2 millennia. Alexander the Great called it more beautiful than I ever imagined. When you stand in the Registan Square, surrounded by towering madrasahs clad in intricate blue tiles, you'll understand why. The scale is immense, the artistry mind-boggling. It feels almost too magnificent to be real. At sunset, when the sky turns apricot and the mosaics catch fire with light, the square transforms into something out of myth. Nearby, the Shah-e-Zindan Acropolis unfolds like a jeweled corridor of tombs, each archway carved and glazed with otherworldly finesse. Yet Samarkand isn't just a relic. Its markets buzz with everyday life. Boys chase soccer balls near ancient walls, old women sell pomegranates from woven baskets, and life continues amid the ghostly grandeur. 4. Bukhara, a city of thousand domes. Coming in at 4 is Bukhara, perhaps the most atmospheric stop on your Uzbek journey. Unlike polished Samarkand, Bukhara feels earthier, more textured, as if its spirit lies not just in grandeur, but in the cracks of its old bricks. The Kalyan minaret, known as the Tower of Death, because criminals were once thrown from its top, still looms proudly over a maze of winding streets. Wander through covered bazaars where the scent of cumin and roasted lamb mixes with warm textile dyes. Explore caravanserais that once sheltered Silk Road merchants, now repurposed into workshops where artisans hammer copper into intricate patterns or knot silk into vibrant carpets. By night, lanterns flicker on mud brick walls, and the city becomes hushed and magical. Sit under strings of lights in a quiet courtyard, sip cardamom-scented tea, and feel like you've stepped into the pages of an ancient tale. 3. Khiva, a fairy tale fortress. At number 3 is Khiva, a perfectly preserved walled city that feels almost too picturesque to be true. Approach the massive mud brick walls of Ichinkala, and it's like crossing a threshold into a storybook. Inside, narrow streets wind past turquoise minarets, wooden lattice windows, and archways that frame views of sunlit courtyards. Climb the Islam Khaja minaret for a panoramic view. Blue domes peek above honey-colored walls, and beyond them stretches the vast emptiness of the Khiva Desert. But Khiva's magic isn't just visual. It's in the quiet mornings when locals sweep dust from doorways, the laughter of children echoing through alleyways, the soft glow of lanterns as dusk descends. Here, the Silk Road doesn't feel like history. It feels wonderfully alive. 2. Beyond the cities, deserts, mountains, and yurts. Uzbekistan isn't only about grand cities. Beyond their walls lie stark deserts, rolling steppes, and rugged mountains that reveal a wilder side of this country. Venture into the Khiva Desert, and you might stay in a traditional yurt camp, sharing stories by firelight under a sky littered with stars. Wake to the bray of camels, the sunrise staining the dunes rose and gold. Or head east to the Fergana Valley, a patchwork of orchards and fields surrounded by misty hills. It's here that you'll taste the juiciest apricots and see master potters spin local clay into delicate shapes. In the Udarata Mountains, hike trails where eagles wheel overhead and shepherds greet you with shy smiles. You'll discover a side of Uzbekistan that's wild, welcoming, and rich in humble wonders. 1. The timelessness that stays with you. And finally, the top thing about traveling in Uzbekistan is a feeling that settles quietly into your heart, the sense of timelessness. Whether you're standing in the Registan at dawn as the first light brushes ancient tiles, sharing laughter with a family over steaming bowls of lagman, or listening to the call to prayer drift across Khiva's walls at sunset, there's a haunting sense of continuity. Here, life flows in rhythms that have barely changed since merchants led laden caravans across these same cobblestones. It's a place that reminds you how short our modern stories are compared to the sagas written in these bricks, minarets, and star-strewn skies. Long after you've left, you'll close your eyes and find yourself back on a quiet street in Bukhara. The air warm, the domes aglow, the whispers of the Silk Road still traveling through you. So there you have it, what it's really like to travel in Uzbekistan, a land where history, hospitality, and breathtaking beauty come together in a way few places on Earth can match. Has Uzbekistan been on your bucket list? Or are you just now feeling the pull of the Silk Road's magic? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your dreams or stories. And if this journey sparked your wanderlust, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our next adventures to the world's most extraordinary places. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and we'll see you on the next timeless road.